Hello everyone! Today we're going to talk about Algebra 1, and I ask that you do please subscribe if you like to learn about math. Alright, so today we're going to talk about the coordinate plane. The coordinate plane, and we have one goal and one goal only. And that is to locate and graph points on a coordinate plane. Alright, so let's talk about some definitions first. Let's talk about what is a coordinate plane. Now, if your teacher says coordinate, that is perfectly fine. There's multiple ways to say it, and every English is a little different. So, this is a plane, not a fane, but a plane. And this is not like an airplane. It's not flying through the air. What a plane means is that it's two-dimensional. 2 dimensions. So like if you look at a sheet of paper, it's fairly well two-dimensional. The third dimension, the thickness, is very, very, very small. So it's almost negligible. Alright, so this is a plane containing, my writing today is horrible. Okay, a plane containing and typically you can use any axes that you like, but traditionally we use the x and the y axes. Now, if it was not a coordinate plane, and you had a third axis, say you had the z or the z axis, then this would not be a coordinate plane. Alright, let's talk about another definition here, and that is origin. So if we think about origins, we think, where did things come from? Well, this is similar. So this is where axes intersect at their 0 points. Okay? So you have two axes, say we have the x and the y axes, and they cross over each other. That's what intersect means. But they cross each other when when x is 0 and when y is 0. Alright, now we've already talked about these a little bit, but what is the y? The y axis. The brain and the hand are not communicating today. Alright, this is a vertical number line. We've been talking about number lines, right? And usually we do a horizontal one. So if we just rotate it and make it go vertical, then it's vertical. And then we got x-axis. And this is basically like our horizontal number line that we've been using all this time. Alright, so we needed to get those definitions out of the way. So you want to see things in Word, now we're going to see things graphically. Okay? So let's draw what we're talking about. Okay, this is going to be x. This is going to be y. Okay, and if we look here, this is the origin that we talked about. This is where the x and the y axis cross, right here. Okay, so that is the origin. And this whole thing is a coordinate plane. Alright, now, each part of this breaks into a quadrant. So this will be quadrant 1. This is quadrant 2. So we go this direction, okay? And so that direction is called counterclockwise, because on clocks that have the hands, they move the other direction, so that would be clockwise. This case would be counterclockwise. And down here we have quadrant 3, and over here we have quadrant 4. And you're like, what are these funny looking numbers? Those are Roman numerals. Okay. So, let's look at an example. And y'all are very lucky. We have lots of examples today. Example 1. Alright. We want to name the ordered pair for the point K. Oh, that's not a question, that is a statement. Alright, so let's go back up here and let's say that K is right here. Okay, this is point K. Alright, so we do X first and then we do Y when we do the coordinates for the ordinate pair. Alright, so what we gotta do is we count 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's -4. And then 1, 2, 3. That's +3. Okay, so if we were to draw a dotted line, we know then that it is -4 for the X and then +3 for the Y. So that's the ordered pair for point K. Great job! Alright, now example 2. Alright, which quadrant is point K? So which quadrant is point K in? So since it's a -X and a +Y over here on the top left, that would be quadrant 2. So let's talk about these quadrants. So quadrant 1 is going to have a +X and +Y. Quadrant 2 is going to have a -X, +Y. Quadrant 3 is going to have a -X and -Y. And quadrant 4 is going to have a +X but a -Y. So without even visualizing it, if you know this, then you know which quadrant it is in. So this is going to be in, or is, in quadrant 2. Great job! Alright, now let's draw another point here. And I'm going to draw it right here. Okay. So this is going to be point L. And L is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5, 0. Now, notice that this number does not have a sign for 0 for the Y. So which quadrant does it lie in? Let's ask that question. Which quadrant is point L? So it has a +X, so that matches this. But 0 is neither positive or negative. So this has to be a positive, this has to be a positive, this has to be a negative, this has to be a negative. So the answer would be none. It actually does not fall into a quadrant. Whoa! Isn't that crazy? Alright, now let's do another example here. We want to graph point M, and it is -2, -1. Remember, -2 is the x, and -1 is the y. So if we go 2 and 1, here would be point M. So we went 2, 1, 2, and then we went down 1. Oh wait, yeah, they're both negative. So left 2, since it's negative, you would go right 2 if the x was positive. Then we go down 1 for -1. If it was positive y, we would go up. So we graphed that. Great job. Alright, let's cover another definition here. And that definition is midpoint. So this point lies, it doesn't tell the truth, no. That means it's on a surface. This point lies exactly halfway between two endpoints on a line segment. So what a line segment is just a line that connects between 2 points. Alright? So let's look at this a little farther. So the midpoint of a line segment whose endpoints are at, instead of x and y, we're just going to say A and B. We can use any letter we want. We feel comfortable with letters now. We've been in Algebra 1 for quite a while. And C, D. So these are 2 points. And the line connects between these 2 points is at A plus C divided by 2. Oh, not ready to draw the end there. B plus D divided by 2. Alright, so we want to solve a problem knowing this now. So we want to find the midpoint of each line segment, or there's not each, oh yeah, we have several, I forgot. Each line segment whose endpoints are, okay, and now we're going to have several of these. Let's have a colon. A, we have -4, 4, and 4 minus 4. Okay, B, we're going to do it for -3, 1, and -4, 4. Okay, and then C, we are going to do it for -3, 1, and 4 minus 4. All right. So using this formula, we have the AB and the CD, and we need to find this. Okay, so A is here, B is here, C is here, and D is here. Alright, let's solve this. A plus C minus 4 plus 4, that's 0, over 2. B plus D, 4 plus minus 4, that's 0, over 2. Well, that gives us that 0, 0. Oh, it's the origin. Great job. Alright, so now let's add these. Alright, minus 3 to minus 4 is minus 7 over 2. And 1 plus 4 is 5 over 2. Great job. Alright. So then here we have minus 3 plus 4. That's 1. Okay. And then 1 minus 4. That's minus 3 over 2. Great job. We solved these problems. Alright, that's all we have for Multi-Pro. I hope to see you all next time as we look at coordinates even more. See you next time. Please subscribe.